Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. On the move. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter.
Arizona 7, Stanford 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Nothing but green ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plows through the defense. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll let one go down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Handoff from the gun. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. With jet sweep pass. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
The give on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so we can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. Just don't see much of it anymore.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. After run, now throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After the misfire, now on second down. The toss to the outside. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Garcia wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Slings it downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Crosses to 40. Afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Arizona.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out.
And he breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 6 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking for his man in the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Arizona in a hurry. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
A really nice job by the defense. Understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. The completion well past the sticks. Touchdown, Arizona! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Stanford, 14.
Fair catch called for and made. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Right through his hands, you just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Keeps looking downfield. And the quick shuffle pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On the return, it's Johnson. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The offense starts with a short field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys.
Touchdown Wildcats. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Stanford, 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Stanford quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He makes the connection. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Number 3.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback checking off.
That's the end of the third quarter. This is the score. Arizona 35, Stanford 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The inside handoff. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback will audible. Garcia to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better. The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense, quick tempo.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Arizona right back to the line.
Second down.
He's back to throw on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they get him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Garcia wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
And the defense is just about out of touchdown, Arizona. And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona 50, Stanford 21.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Really nice stop there for this senior leader.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.